Hello children. In the last video, we have already done exercise 1.2. In this video, we will going to learn distance between 2 points in 2D plane. Right? But here, we just rather than mindlessly memorizing the formula, because see, let's be honest. So often in maths, we are just headed long, complicated looking equations packed with variables and square roots and told you just to memorize it. But true understanding that comes from the knowing from where the formula actually came, right? So we'll look at the geometry and we'll figure it out. We'll look at the geometry, we'll figure it out, the mechanics for ourselves, and I promise you, by the end of this, that daunting formula is going to make complete and total sense. So let's act as math detective today. To kick off this investigation, we really need to nail down to the core problem we are trying to solve here, right? So this is the one standard grid, right? In that grid, we have this triangle, which is like basically acute angle triangle, which is there in first quadrant, because you can see here x positive, y is also positive, right? So it is first quadrant. Here we have one acute triangle. Now we will calculate the distance. We will find the distance. How can we find the distance? Now, if suppose a if suppose it is parallel to the axis, it means, for example, there is a line like this. I want to find its length. I can clearly find on x-axis. Okay, so let me take the line. So yes, this is one line, right? I want to find its distance. I can clearly find because here on x-axis, as it is parallel to x-axis, here it's 1 and here it's 4, right? So here it's 1, here it's 4. So its distance I can easily calculate 4 minus 1, which is 3, right? So what I did, I have just x2 minus x1. It means second coordinate or the x coordinate of the second point and x coordinate of the first point. We have just subtracted and we got this 3. Similarly, if a line is like this and I want to find its length, it is parallel to y-axis. So what we will do, we will take the y-axis coordinate. So here y-axis coordinate is 3, here y-axis coordinate is 5. So what I will do, I will subtract y-axis coordinates from each other and I'll get its length. So 5 minus 3 is what? 2, right? So like that, I can get the length of the lines which are parallel to the axis, right? But what about the line which is not parallel to the axis, right? Which is not parallel to the axis, like here you can see this AD, it is not parallel to the axis. How can you calculate its length? So for that, what we will do, we will just draw a line which is parallel to the axis and then we will check where the lines are intersecting. So from A, I have drawn one line which is parallel to y-axis, and from D also I have just drawn one another line which is parallel to x-axis, and we got a point C here, right? Its coordinate here, x is 3 and y is 1, right? We got like that. Now we can easily calculate the distance AC and distance CD. So to get the distance AD, as this line AC is parallel to y-axis, right? So what we will do, so its length will be y coordinate of C minus y coordinate of A. We simply subtract, right, to get this distance AC. So y coordinate of C is 1 and y coordinate of A is 4. Okay, so sorry, y coordinate of A and then y coordinate of C. Anything you can take it, it's no matter. So y coordinate of A is 4 and y coordinate of C is 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. It means this length is 3. Now, if you see DC, DC is parallel to x-axis. So now we have to find DC. As it is parallel to x-axis, we'll subtract x coordinates, right? So x coordinate of D minus x coordinate of C. If we subtract, now x coordinate of D is 7 and it's 3. So 7 minus 3, it is 4. It means this length is 4 unit. Now you can see as these are both are like parallel to x or y axis. So they both will be meeting at 90 degree. So basically we got one right angle triangle. This is point A, this is point C, and this is point D. Right? Where AC is 3, CD is 4. Right? Now we have to calculate AD. If this is right angle triangle, do you remember Pythagoras theorem? Yes, that same Bodai and Pythagoras theorem we will use to calculate AD. So how can we calculate? It is square root of this 3 square plus 4 square. So square root of 3 square plus 4 square, how can we write this? So square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So it will be root of 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, which is square root of 25 is 5 units, right? So basically we got AD as 5 units. Understood what we did? So like that, we will make right angle triangle everywhere. Means AM we have to find. So we will draw one right angle triangle here. Okay, like this. And let's suppose it is point E. And for like this, like using Pythagoras theorem, how we have calculated AD, similarly we'll calculate AM. And here also, if I draw the perpendiculars, I can get MD because this is also once again right angle triangle. Okay, so like that we will get. Okay, so now here coordinate of point E. Here x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 6. So let's calculate this length. So here as this line is parallel to y-axis, we'll subtract y coordinate. 6 minus 4, it's 2. And this line, it is parallel to x-axis, so we'll subtract x coordinate. 9 minus 3, it is 6. Now this is 2, this is 6, so this will be square root of 2 square plus 6 square. 2 square plus 6 square, let's calculate here. Root of 2 square plus 6 square. So 2 square is what? 4, 6 square is what? 36. So it will be root 40. And we know that 40 is not the perfect square number, so we cannot find its square root perfectly. So it will be root 40. Right? Similarly for this, as this MF, as this line MF is parallel to y-axis, we'll subtract y coordinates. So 6 minus 1, this is 5. And this DF, it is parallel to x-axis, we'll subtract x coordinate. Oh, but we have not calculated coordinate of point F. First, we have to calculate coordinate of point F. So here, x is 9 and y is 1. So, yes, M and F, as it is parallel, MF is parallel to y-axis, will subtract y coordinate. 6 minus 1, it's 5. Now, DF, it is parallel to x-axis, will subtract x coordinate. So, 9 minus 7, it's 2. Okay, so what will be MD? It will be square root of, this is 5, this is 2. 2 square plus 5 square. So square root of 2 square plus 5 square. Quickly, quickly. The square root of 2 square plus 5 square. So it will be root of 4 plus 25, which is root 29. Again, 29 is not a perfect square number. So it will be simply root 29. So like that, we normally calculate the length using Bodai and Pythagoras theorem and by making parallel lines to the axis. And with the help of parallel lines, we can easily calculate the length of the line which is in the diagonal, right? Okay, so now in moving A to D, what distance has been covered along x-axis? Along x-axis means parallel to the axis. So we'll subtract this one. 7 minus 3, it's 4. And for y-axis, what we will do? We will subtract y coordinate. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. Can these distances help you to find AD? Yes. With the help of this only we have used Pythagoras theorem to calculate this one. Right? So here the same explanation, what I gave you, the same explanation is given here. Right? So from here, what you have seen that first we have calculated as these are the 2 points. What we have done, we have found the distance of x coordinates. Okay, the difference between x coordinates. This is x2 minus x1 whole square plus then y coordinates y2 minus y1 whole square. So as I was discussing in the starting, instead of learning that ridiculous formulas, we will learn how to form these formulas, right? So you have seen how we got 2, how we got 5, 6, 2, everything. We have just subtracted x coordinates and y coordinates, right? You can picturize here, you can graphically see here. As this line is parallel to x-axis, we have just subtracted x coordinates. And as this line is parallel to y-axis, we have just subtracted y coordinates. And this will be what? Using Pythagoras Badayan theorem, it's square root of this distance square, which is x2 minus x1 whole square, plus this distance square, which is y2 minus y1 whole square. Right? I hope you understood how we got this formula. Right? Now next comes reflection. Okay? So here topic is reflection. Now reflection. So reflection is what? Reflection can be of two types, right? Let's suppose this is your coordinate grid and here I have this image. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, right? We know that this is first quadrant where x and y both are positive. Second quadrant here x negative, y positive. This third quadrant here x negative and y is also negative. It is fourth quadrant where x is positive, y is negative. Now if I find its image here or reflection here, you can assume it as this, like this is the mirror line. So what will be its reflection? Everything will be same except x. So y coordinates will be positive, positive. So sign of x coordinate will be changed. So x converts to minus x if we do its reflection along y-axis. Similarly, if we reflect it along x-axis, so you can see x is positive, no changes, but y positive, y negative. Here, y will become minus y. Only these changes will be there, okay? Now, let's see here, the reflection is along x-axis. So this is A, 3, 4. So this point will be reflected there as A prime. We will read it as A prime. So as I have shown you or explained you previously, here it is first quadrant, both are positive. Second quadrant, x negative, y positive. So x will only become changes. So it's 3, it will become minus 3. Remaining all same. M, its reflection will be M prime. So it's positive 9, it will become negative 9, and then 6 same. Similarly, D, its reflection D prime, its 7 will become minus 7 and 1 will be 1. And C, its reflection will be C prime. Here it's 3, it will become minus 3 and 1. Everything will be same. Now, is this reflection giving any impact on the distance? If you see, then you can clearly see if we take negative also, then there is no changes in the distance. It means this reflection does not impact, or it always preserves the length of the sides of the triangle. So this is very important point, right? That reflection has preserved the length of the sides of a triangle. Now next is think and reflect. Okay, so whatever we have learned till now, what do you think about that and what is your reflection? Now, first question, what has remained the same? What you have observed here, what has remained the same? Preserve the length. It means length is same here. Okay, and what has changed with this reflection? You have seen every time, like when the reflection is going on, the coordinates are becoming changing. Okay, it means the sign is changing. Sometimes it's when the reflection is along y-axis. So positive x is changed to negative x. And when it is along x-axis, y is changed to negative y. So what is changing here? Coordinates. Okay. Now, would these observations be the same if triangle ADM is reflected in the x-axis? Yes, these observations will be the same. It means the length will remain same and the coordinates will be changed. Okay. So That's all for this video. In the next video, we are going to solve the book exercise. Okay, end of the chapter. So that's all for today. Bye-bye.